I never sell out, fuck that, yo, I'm dead ass. I'm more like TNT when it comes to this. Ain't another brother seeing me. That's why opponents always get scared, cause I make brothers go way on that ass shit there.
That's right.
Play the game with y'all, man. Not gonna play the game. Yo, pull up to my projects, nigga. I got a whole life, nigga. A whole wife and child and life and businesses and the whole shit. Fuck you. I'm not trading my shit in. You think you can fucking trick me? I can be careful what you asking for, too. Niggas, cause if I run down on niggas in traffic, nigga. If you run down me on traffic, I'm deflating both your lungs. How about that?
Oh, Papa.
Well, y'all ready to throw it all away because you don't like what some niggas said about you on the internet, like everybody supposed to stroke your ego. Nigga, some niggas think your rap's whack. And the niggas that think your raps is whack is gonna say your raps is whack. And if you think you gonna threaten a nigga because he said your raps is whack, or you lying on the goddamn internet that you gonna threaten a nigga and be some big bad gangster, they use a dumbass nigga and you gonna get whatever come to dumbass niggas. Don't nobody owe you shit. You got your check from the white man. We get our checks out the mud. And niggas is good at what they do. And just because you was good at rapping, it already done proved dicks don't always translate over to this. Yeah. Some of us might not have been able to get that record deal, but we can grow an organic audience from this. And you niggas front like y'all really podcasters. Y'all not podcasters. Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all just come sit down in a pre-made studio somewhere, talk for a little while, get up and leave.
You know niggas hit harder than Mike Tyson out here, right? It's for the fam.
You got
old ass shit. Oh, I just got it. Just got it.
Nah, nigga, that's old as fuck, boy.
Look, gangsta, I just got it. I put that on the side. I just got it. It's cold. Nigga, I just got it from C-Town.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo, this the Mayor Newberg right here.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know he has a pretty big following, like it's closer numbers to yours, you know. So I know a lot of people seen that, you know, and it doesn't look good, you know what I mean, on a believer. It doesn't look good. Now, as far as the part about, you know, saying he could pray however many rock, how does he want to pray and Allah is not going to forgive him 10 toes down? You can't say that. You know, that's not true. It's not valid. And it's the worst sin you could commit in Islam if you were a Muslim. I'm understanding you're not. But even not being a Muslim is kind of a slight. And that may not have been your intention. You understand what I'm saying? And from someone who's a little more learned, I'll explain how and why. You know, as Muslims, like I said, the biggest sin that you commit is shirk, which is adjoining partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that would be a form of doing that by just insinuating that you can anticipate his next move. No, you cannot anticipate what Allah is going to do. We know that his mercy is greater than his wrath. This is why we pray 5 times a day. All of us have committed horrific sins and we don't know what he's going to forgive or not forgive. Now, from what I hear, Zip, this Twan dude is your size. Now, if there's anybody worth socking on, it might be this joker right here, because right now they're really, they're taking that Zip with the drip name and dragging it through the mud, bro. And it looks and feels awkward that you're not responding when you have, you know, defended yourself against every other allegation. And then when it comes down to the Mook allegation and they saying that they got a witness who was in the spot, then all of a sudden, like, you know, we not responding. We ignoring the small talk. We ignoring the haters. You know what I mean? It don't come across as authentic, and that's from brother to brother. That ain't even with no hate, man. Like I said, I wanted to see you knock down all the bowling pins. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I wasn't hating on you, my nigga. I wanted to see you knock down all the bowling pins. Yeah, I want to win, but I'd have came for you at the end. I wasn't hating on you in this battle. But it seemed like when they threw that out there, the fact that you stopped proving shit all of a sudden looked weird. It just looked weird, bro. You know, but like I said, I ain't even want to make this video until you responded. And I would have kept my topic strictly on Islam with you. Strictly on Islam. That's it. Because he opened up his mouth talking about Allah and rakahs and all that on these airwaves. So if he says so incorrectly, boom, that's an opportunity for me to come in and give dawah. And that would have been my content for the day. But you never addressed that issue. And I'm not gonna leave it halfway there. You feel what I'm saying? And address him and leave the whole rest of the subject in limbo, like, you know? I feel like if there's anything you need to address, you wanna come out guns blazing, get on your Zip the Drip shit. Get on this nigga Torn, bro. What is he talking about? Just put his picture up there and Zip can't say nothing. And then you turn around and don't say nothing? Nah, man. Nah, Zip. Nah, come on, let's go. We going downstairs, nigga. Zip, put your sneakers on. We going downstairs, nigga. I got your back. We going downstairs. Come on, let's go. I'm not gonna let nobody jump you. Let's go. I personally wouldn't care if you was sleeping with Pit Cat. Once a nigga start making gay Muslim jokes, we got to stand up. Zip, it don't take you that long to tie no goddamn shoes. I said, let's go. I told you, Twan nigga is your size, Zip. Don't worry about nothing else. Nobody gonna jump in. Y'all the same size. Don't worry about the muscle, nigga. Nigga, I said you with me, nigga. All right.
Internet. We not talking about like how I'm beefing with content creators. I don't even know that I met Zip on a goddamn internet. And still mention his name to big the nigga platform up to help the nigga grow. Because me helping him helps me. It shows my resume. I'm not looking to destroy you, nigga. You gotta have strong enemies when you gonna beef back and forth on the internet. Shout out to Zip, bitch ass. But yo, back to you.
TV, the Muslim nigga, the big Muslim nigga be on TV. Oh, it's the word. Oh, that nigga, clown behavior, clown activity. OG45 TV. Zip with the drip respond to 10 toes down's Fruit Loop claims, right? You clown ass nigga. You put this up 8 hours ago. Look, here it go right here. 8 hours ago, right? Will Zip with the drip respond to the Fruit Loop claims, right? Now let me go ahead. View channel live. 1 day ago. One day ago, I responded to said claims. 1 day ago, on my live, I showed what this clown ass nigga said. I went to IPC from Auburn. I showed my my chronological history. I showed my chronological history. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. In said video. I'm gonna find it in said video. Hold up. I think I got it right there. Circus character. That's why your channel is trash though. That's why your channel is trash. I think I'm gonna have to do this again. Just for You see? You see how? Where was I? Clown out. When I got the Auburn. I told you on here that I hollered at Hot Boy Red, and Hot Boy Red said that you was a alright nigga. I don't give a fuck what Hot Boy Red said no more. You not a alright nigga. You might have been an alright nigga back in the days before my son did that 20 years in jail and all that when he was with me. But you not alright, nigga, no more. You might have used to be alright, nigga. That shit is over with, though. But I'm just saying, here I go right here. Way before you put your video up. Showing how I left certain jails, you heard? Showing what cells I was in, how I left. You don't see that? Stupid. You don't see that? All of the cells right here? I could never be in PC. I got all of the cells I've been in right there. These is all of the cells I've been in right here. So you can go to the jail. Niggas know. See, that's what you... Like, niggas know the jails. They know the PC tiers. I got every jail, every cell that I was in up north. Who else? I don't give a fuck. Zip was in PC. What jail? What jail I was in PC? I never even been to IPC. But I got the list of all the jails I was in. And the cells. Look, I make videos about me that feel like, yo, I gotta talk about Zip to get the nut. That mean your audience is on my dick too. And you know it. That's why you be talking about me and I don't talk about y'all niggas. I don't even be liking to say y'all niggas names. I made a mistake and said a nigga name on here. I made a mistake and said a nigga name on here. I would have never. I made a whole video earlier talking about that nigga and ain't say his name in the video. That's how serious I am, nigga. I don't care about you niggas. I don't need you niggas to get no money. I can just talk about what I talk about and get my money, homie. Y'all niggas is irrelevant to me. In the world, y'all niggas is irrelevant. Y'all niggas, all of y'all niggas, respectfully. I was in how I left certain jails and all that. Before you put your video up, you talking about, will I respond to, oh, in an Islamic country, in an Islamic country, they would have flogged you for even insinuating anything like that, and the nigga ain't bring 3 witnesses forward. Yeah, they would have flogged you, nigga. You was done. You was done, but that's you Sunni niggas. That's you Sunni, you American Sunni niggas. Y'all niggas don't really like, y'all niggas Islam is not like mine, you heard, respectfully. Y'all niggas Islam is nothing like mine. You know what I mean? How long I been on here? 30 minutes? A lot of people. How many people in? 1,000 on the nose? All right, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this lame ass nigga again. Right? Let y'all listen to this lame ass nigga again. Since you lame ass niggas like OG45 TV. OG45 TV. All right, watch. Listen to this, yo.
Still stuck on the floor. And he still comes up here and be like, yeah, I snuffed the nigga with the left and knocked him down. Boom. And then, you know, the fight was over. What? And y'all go for that. And to top it off,
better.
This guy's up here now going at it with 5 mics. We're going to get the 5 mics later. But while I'm in here, listen. You throwing out all kind of rainbow coalition and colorful stuff and, yo, I don't think this dude. And none of y'all remember what 10Toes told you.
Hold on, I want to show this again. I showed this yesterday. I showed this yesterday. These is the niggas. Hold on, OG45 TV. This is the blade you was on TV watching, telling me that I should respond to. Look at the movie buff.
5 mics later.
Watch how he start rubbing his lips. Listen. Watch how he start rubbing his lips.
You throwing out all kind of rainbow coalition and colorful stuff and, yo, I don't think this dude. And none of y'all remember
that's what a wee-wee. He rubbing his finger on his face. That's a wee-wee. He really want that to be a wee-wee. Mine's in particular. He's on my nuts. He want that to be my wee-wee sliding across his lips like that.
You forgot this dude? Huh? Yeah, he resurfaced, Zip. I know. Go get your team out. Get the squad out. Get everybody out because he's resurfaced. And I told y'all a long time ago, I got that recording, I got that tape with this guy talking about that guy and how they was friends and how he called him in Auburn. And then Zip put all of this paperwork about him being in all of these different jails. But one thing you never see is when he was in Auburn, how did he leave? Where was he at in population? He already admitted to y'all that he went to IPC. He said he went in there, involuntary protective custody.
All right, so it's early in the show. A lot of people was about to see this part, right? This nigga's a motherfucking lie. I ain't never went to no IPC in my life. They never even offered me IPC. Matter of fact, I think they did offer me that, like, yo, you want to go to PC? No, I'm not going to PC. And I'm saying voluntary PC is like you get something happen to you and you don't do nothing. They don't know who did it. They take you to IPC. You get a tier 3 for like you get cut. Say you get cut and you try to hold it down and then the police see the scar. You're going to get a tier 3, not reporting the injury and all of that. And then they're going to try to do like IPC hearing and all that. That's another tier 3 you want to get. You know what I'm saying? I never had no shit like that. But you heard him, right? How did he leave Auburn? A nigga said... But see, your OG45 TV, this is why you a lame ass nigga. Cause you ain't supposed to jack nothing this nigga say about me. This bozo ass nigga, he said I was a rat. He said my father was a rat. He said my brother was a rat. He tried to have somebody sitting in his car, say they ran me out of a jail that I never been to before in my life. I never been to the jail in my life. He had a nigga sitting in his car, say they ran me out the jail. But see, this is what I did yesterday, bozo. I went here, to yahoo.com, right? I went here to yahoo.com. I pressed this button to search. I put in corrections. I hit search. Things pop up. Mad J Pay Services, things pop up, right? But right here, right? DOCCS M Docs for you unit, for you log number, blah, 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 blah. Let's click on this. Attached, please find the response records responsive to your Freedom of Information Law request. Let's click on this. Oh! What pops up? My chronological history. Every jail that I've ever been to in the history of me being in jail on that 04 number. Now you can see it with your own eyes, clown ass nigga. This is for the clown OG45 TV. You see this? Chronological history display, right? You see that, right? You see that date of birth, everything, me, everything, okay. We scroll down. Auburn General, transfer out. Downstate, Auburn General, transfer in. Auburn, Sing Sing. From Auburn to Sing Sing. See, I would show y'all the date. But see, then that'll give these niggas ammunition, like they can start putting their little plans together. Like, okay, so if he was in this jail at this time, we're gonna get this nigga on the phone to try to say he was with him at this time. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not showing y'all no dates. But here, I was in Auburn. I went to Sing Sing. That's not an IPC trip. You're not going from Auburn to Sing Sing on an IPC trip, box trip, none of that. That was a educational transfer. Right there in your face. Right there in your face. No box trip in between the Auburn and Sing Sing situation. Gang, another lie. He's on the internet. He's just trying to get his money off of me. He don't, nobody watches nothing he do unless he put my name in the title. And here go your bozo ass on the internet. Is Zip gonna respond to these Fruit Loop claims? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. You a bozo, nigga. Respectfully, homie. I'm just letting you know. That's how I feel about you. You can make all of the videos you want to make. I feel like you a bozo. That's why your channel is not doing nothing. Your shit is not growing. You're trash. Your shit is trash. Yeah, respectfully. We scroll down. You see how stupid you look now? I'm talking about Zip government. I already did this yesterday, but I'm doing it again now, early and live, for bozos like you heard? Yeah, bozos like you. Let's get to that. Okay, that's a medium. That's a max A to a medium. You're not going there on no disciplinary. It's no disciplinary gonna send you from a max to a medium. No disciplinary. This right here. Auburn to Cayuga. Now we could scroll down and I ain't never go back to Auburn. I ain't never go back to Auburn. We could scroll down. This everywhere from where I went home at. You see that? Great Meadow to Parole. CR to Parole. You see that? Great Meadow. CR to Parole. So from the first day I went up north. Downstate, new commit, right? From when I went to downstate as a new commit, all the way down till I parole from Great Meadow. See, you never did a bid in the state. you wouldn't quite understand. Niggas, you been down south a long time. It sound like it in your voice. You been they do that nasty shit down there. In New York, they don't do that nasty shit. If I told you I used to be on the phone with Hot Boy Red, free my son Hot Boy Red. If I told you I used to be on the phone with a nigga like that, then you could guarantee that the nigga wasn't in jail messing with no boys. In New York, when you mess with the boys, niggas don't fuck with you. Everybody fuck with me. All of the big homie, all the big Macs, all the big Hounds, all the big Billies, all of the big Hurts. Everybody saying such things. Everybody in New York. Hooligan, nigga. Hooligans don't deal with shit like that. Hooligans don't deal with shit fucking with the boys and all that. That's not a New York thing. That's an out-of-town situation. Niggas out of town, they love up on niggas when they in jail. In New York, they don't do that. It's no way in the world some shit like that would have been on my name since Auburn. Come on. Since Auburn. And I made it like, I'm in the yard telling niggas they can't get on the phone in Comstock. I'm in the yard telling niggas they can't get on the phone in Comstock and I was in a birth. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all niggas listen to this nigga that said I was a rat. He said my father was a rat. He said everybody, he's mad. Because I said his friend was a rat, right? I said, you remember I said his friend Bimmy was a rat? All right, hold up. I go into the papers. Supreme Court of the state. You see what I'm saying? I go here to the papers. We scroll down, but we get up. We scroll down. Okay. Exhibit E is an interview by Detective Hendrickson of a confidential informant named Music. Music real name, according to the district attorney's office, is James Anthony. District Attorney Goldstein also provided his NYSED number and last known address as of Wednesday, March 12th. He had not been located, but is apparently in the area and attempts are continuing. In that video you told me to respond to, right? Why you ain't tell Bimmy to respond? So you telling me to respond to some bullshit accusations, right? But I said Bimmy was a rat. His name is in the paperwork. In that video, 10 Toes Down called Bimmy a little rat. He said, y'all focusing on the little rat and the big rat is in your face. You mean the imaginary rat? I'm an imaginary rat because you lying on me. All of my shit check out. Everything check out. But your man shit, he all in the papers. When that lawyer... Hold up. When that lawyer put this mistrial motion in, he said that. This is a motion. We scroll down. Yeah, we scroll down. Hold up, where this shit is at? Oh, all right, here you go. Exhibit E is an interview by Detective Hendricks of a confidential informant named Music. Music real name, according to the district attorney's office, is James Anthony. Matter of fact, let me read this whole shit so y'all understand February what's going 24th, on right 1997, into the present day. On March 7th, 1997, after the people rested and during the defense's case, I was contacted by my client who indicated that an inmate at Rikers Island facility named Scott Fleming wished to speak to me regarding Mark's case. On March 8, 1997, my investigator Arthur Grix went to Rikers Island and spoke to Scott Fleming in the presence of Fleming's attorney, Scott Brettenschneider. During this conversation, Mr. Fleming indicated that he had material to show that Mark was not responsible for the crime before this court. Mr. Fleming also indicated that he was a defendant on another 113th precinct homicide, the Baisley Park homicide, and although somewhat reluctant to talk, gave his attorney permission to have Mr. Grix review the DD5s in the Baisley Park case. Upon reviewing the reports, we discovered 3 DD5s with specific information about Mr. Pierce's case. Exhibit A, B, and C. This is a mistrial motion. This is on record. This is what this nigga trying to get a mistrial. Diminish my credibility, lying on me and all of that. Because I got his man looking like a bozo. What happened to if a nigga name in the papers, we don't deal with him no more? What happened to that? What? How you gonna try to lie on me and make me seem like I'm lying? You was lying on me, nigga. This is the real harsh reality. A nigga was on the internet lying on me, calling me a rat. I got some paperwork on his man, and it really turns out he's a rat. Come on. Then, once you got older, he ain't want you no more. He had other little boys in and out the spot. So what you was doing? You was playing security guard. You was playing security guard for Africa Bambaataa. You was providing the muscle. The intimidation that he was laying down in the hood, you was the one out there with your gun. You see why real niggas don't jack you? You see, when you first came on the internet and you say he did something to you when you was little, niggas was sympathetic to that, like, yo, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. And then we started seeing pictures of you. Then we started seeing other kind of pictures of you heard? We started seeing you in pictures like this right here. Smiling and shit. We started seeing you in pictures with this nigga like this. This is a grown-ass adult. Hold up. You said this nigga did something to you when you was little, but we see you smiling in pictures with, hold on, look at your face. You can't tell me you not happy to be there. You can't tell me you not happy to be there. Look at you. See, this is what we saw. You know what I'm saying? You told us one thing. Hold up. You told us one thing. See how you was coming outside before the YouTube money? You see what type of jewelry you was wearing before the YouTube money? You see you was wearing African medallions. You was going on dates. He got the most African medallions. His African medallions is busted. Look, he got bad African medallions on. He got 30 African medallions. Niggas be wearing 30 chains. This nigga got 30 African medallions on. Then you got one on too. Know what I'm saying? You the lady in a relationship, so your shit is a little bit more milder than his. His shit is, know what I'm saying? He got mad at him on. You know what I'm saying? He got 30 African medallions on. You got one on. This is how you used to look before the YouTube money, nigga. This is how you used to look before the YouTube money, nigga. See, you told us that this nigga was doing something to you when you was little. And we was sympathetic to that. Yeah, we was sympathetic to that. We was like, yo, that's fucked up. This man been through a lot. That old nigga violated him. But then we seen pictures of you with this nigga at this age. And we was like, Como? Where they do that at? Where do niggas go take pictures with the niggas that was touching? Como? Hold on. Cause see, we seen these pictures. We seen you with these weird ass old niggas. We seen you around these niggas as a grown man. And we seen they was grown men doing shit to little boys, like you tell us. And now you a grown man hanging out with these niggas. Would they stop doing shit like that to little boys? Nah. Now you around. Now you in there. Yeah, look at your face. You can't wait to get back. The old nigga, look, what this old nigga doing? What is he doing? Look at him. Oh my gosh. What does he got on? Who is this, George Clayton? Who is this, George Clayton or one of them niggas? I don't know, but look at your face though. You look happy to be in the presence of this nigga. This the nigga you was laying down with. You gotta be reminded of this every now and then. That this is the nigga you was laying down with. That nigga used to have this. That nigga used to have these chin hairs right here on the back of your neck. You was the little spoon. He used to have his chin hairs on the back of your neck, talking in your ear, breath smelling like Valentine ale and all of that. Look. Talking in your ear. Yeah, Poppy. Yeah, Poppy. That's why you don't want me to talk about TA? Because you and TA is in a similar predicament? If what TA say is true about Fat Joe, that makes him a lame because he was around. He stuck around while that shit was going on. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody could tell me that my take is wrong. My take is 100% right. If you know a nigga is a predator and you continue to hang out with that nigga and see him victimize multiple people, you a bozo. Yeah, you ain't say nothing then. You ain't contact the authorities then like, yo, listen, this nigga's doing this. You waited until you couldn't have fun with them no more. Yeah, you couldn't go on tour. You couldn't be the hype man no more. Now what he was doing is a problem. Now what he was doing was a problem. TA got 4,000 acts. Yeah, just like her song. Imagine, this nigga said he started having relations with Bam when he was 12, right? How old he look right here? How old he look right here? Do he look 12 right here? With this African medallion on before he had the YouTube money when he was with a bum broke ass nigga, ain't had no hustle out here. Look what he wearing on his neck. Nigga got a brolic African medallion on, son. You got a 40-inch African medallion on, bro. Look at you, bro. You got a 40-inch African medallion on, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? And your man got 30 of them shits on, bro. Look at y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is bum-ass niggas out here in these streets, bro. Both of y'all niggas, bro. You was a bum-ass nigga then, you was a bum-ass nigga then, and you was a bum-ass nigga now, nigga. You think cause you got money, you think cause you made some money on YouTube and went and bought some fucking fish, that shit made you unbum. Nigga, you still a bum, nigga. Your mentality is a bum. You was a bum for 40 years of your life, nigga. You was a bum for 40 years. There's no way a nigga like you is not a bum no more. Look at this. You was going out with this nigga, man. This is a date. His arm is wrapped around your arm. It look like he got his arm. But what is this arm doing right here, bro? What is this arm doing right here, son? Is y'all niggas' arms locked? Is y'all niggas' arms locked right here, bro? Is this nigga got his arm in your arm, bro? What's going on right here, bro? Huh? What's going on right here, man? Hey, yo, Ghost. FGM, yo, listen, B. Thanks for the super chat. Nigga said, how much is the mixtape? 25, bro. Check the description, though. Like, spin out real quick. Check the description. All the information is right there. All the information is right there. Forward, my boy Mark Curry them. Yo, Mark, good looking, B, appreciate that. Yo, Sean Mayberry said, yo, for the rest of Buddy mixtape. And I sent the money back already, good looking. I already sent them his shit back, thank you though, I appreciate that, you heard? I sent them that little 10 back, B. Word, I refunded that shit already, man. Word, man. I mean, yo, easy, man. Deal off the table, man. They still ain't get this shit to 500 likes. There's 1,038 people in the building. Nigga ain't at 500 likes. Matter of fact, watch this.